December is finally here. That means it is time for the Game Awards as we look back at another great year of gaming and celebrate the excellent games that have released this year. But this is also the season of gifting and the season of holidays and celebrating with your family and spending time with your loved ones, which also makes this the perfect month to release games, especially if they are undercooked, to fool unaware customers into giving you their money. So this is the video, guys. Bookmark it, share it to your aunts and your uncles or your dad's new girlfriend who is planning to gift you a new game or a new console this holiday season, to make sure that they don't buy the wrong stuff for you. While there are a lot of games releasing in December, I have gone ahead and scoured the internet to find out the best games that you should be paying attention to, and that's what we are going to check out in this video. And since different gamers have different priorities, I have avoided putting any order to this list, but I have tried to cover every major console release happening this month. First game on our list is of course Red Dead Redemption, which is finally coming to the Switch consoles and also getting a PS5 60 FPS upgrade. You have probably already played this game, but you know this is going to look so much better and run so much smoother with that 60 FPS upgrade on your latest console, and that has me excited as well. Also, the trophy list of this game is a little bit of a banger, but the game is so good. This is one of the best reviewed game ever out there. It sits with a user rating of 97 on OpenCritic, so of course there has to be excitement for this game. If you have by some chance been living under a rock and never played Red Dead Redemption, then I think this is the best moment to get into it. Red Dead Redemption is coming to almost everything, including even the Switch this time on the 2nd of December. But right now I would advise against running out and buying it, because there is a very high chance that this will be free on the PlayStation Plus extra tier of games announced for December. And hey, if you're dying to try it out, it's available on Netflix as well. Next game on the list is Unbeatable, and this one actually has a really cool story. While between projects, the masters of horror with games like Evil Within, Tango Gameworks decided to put out a cute little game called Hi-Fi Rush, which had rhythm combat. And the game was so well received and people liked it so much that Microsoft decided to let Tango Gameworks go. Now I know you guys might want to blame Xbox for doing so, but they have actually done a good thing. Xbox is the good guy here, guys, because letting Tango Gameworks go means those developers are no longer hindered by the idiots that sit in the top management of Microsoft and Xbox. I honestly think we should chalk this up as a good deed by Xbox. Unfortunately, Tango Gameworks needs some time to bounce back with another great masterpiece for us, and in between there is a void left for rhythm-based combat games, and that is where Unbeatable steps in. This game looks cool, has some good mechanics, and the people who have played the demo only have good things to say about it. Also, being an indie game means this will probably not rip your wallet cords, so I would suggest keeping your ear to the ground on this game. Unbeatable is coming to Windows, the PlayStations and the Xboxes on 9th of December. While we are on the topic of Xbox and Microsoft, let's talk about a game that is almost as old as the Microsoft computers itself, which is the Flight Simulator. And now Microsoft and Xbox have finally in all their glory decided to be more benevolent on us and let the PlayStation players go and try out the last year's version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think it is pretty obvious that they have made all the revenue they wanted to make keeping this game locked on their consoles, and while Microsoft and Xbox both have a lot of money to throw around and some power as well, the one thing they lack is customer respect. And since PlayStation has that, they thought they'll partner with Sony for this one and maybe get the best of both worlds. Anyway, Microsoft Flight Simulator is still a great game. There is nothing else in the market that even comes close to this. It will also have PlayStation VR 2 support in the future. So in case the flight delays during the holidays are getting to you, maybe hop onto your console and simply take off. Microsoft Flight Simulator lands on the PS5 on 8th of December. Taking a sidebar from these game releases, James Cameron's The Next Avatar film is set to be one of the biggest films of the year. And to take advantage of that, Ubisoft has decided to release the DLC for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, titled From the Ashes, on the 19th of December. While this is no secret that Frontiers of Pandora sold really poorly, this is obviously a great chance to cash in on one of the biggest movie releases of the year. Speaking for the DLC, I don't really have high hopes for it. If you did not like the game, you probably will not like the DLC either, but they have mentioned some quality of life updates like introducing a third person mode as well as a good story to follow this time around, along with some cool new weapons and gadgets and some new enemies to fight this time around. The From the Ashes DLC launches on everything where Avatar already is on the 19th of December. Next up, we have a game which is not actually a game but is still one of the most anticipated releases of the month, which is the new DLC for Elden Ring Nightreign, The Forsaken Hollows. In Forsaken Hollows, we get to delve deeper into the world of Nightreign with 2 additional Nightfarers, 2 Day 3 bosses, 1 new Shifting Earth event and some new points of interest added on the map. If you have already purchased the deluxe edition of Elden Ring Nightreign, then this DLC is completely free for you. While From Software is pretty tight-lipped about the new bosses we'll face and also the Shifting Earth events that we will have to encounter, we have some idea about the 2 new Nightfarers that we will get to play as. One being the Scholar, which has very high arcane and is sort of a support build which sits on the side and is able to help you out at range while yelling "I told you so" every time you get your butt kicked by a boss. The next character we can play as is the Undertaker, and no, it's not the Phenom, but this Undertaker does look a little bit menacing. With really high strength and high faith, she can get in real close quarters with the bosses and dish out some huge punishment. I am really excited to try out Elden Ring Nightreign, and this game has been one of my highlights of the year because it let me drop into Elden Ring with my friends and have some cool boss spanking fun. So I am excited for Elden Ring Nightreign Forsaken Hollows DLC. I will be checking out at launch when it lands on everything on the 4th of December. Next game on our list is Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This is a beat 'em up style game where you can play as different Marvel heroes, including the X-Men as well, and face various enemies from the Marvel universe. The highlight of this game is that it is being developed by Dotemu, which were the developers behind the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game and some other cool beat 'em up games they have done, so there is good pedigree here. Along with the cool beat 'em up style gameplay, this game also has some cool combo moves where you can do team up attacks based on the different character you are playing as. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion is going to be available on every console and PC on the 1st of December. Man, December is pretty front loaded this time. No wonder these guys want to get in your pockets before the Christmas season comes around. Next game on our list is Metroid Prime 4. After a long wait of over 8 years, the Metroid players can finally enjoy a new entry in the mainline Metroid series. And while I am a little bummed that this is not coming out on all the consoles, you cannot deny the importance that Metroid has for almost all gamers. I mean, there is a whole genre called Metroidvania which is based on Metroid and Castlevania games, and it has developed into its own unique thing. So the hype for Metroid is undeniable. You once again step into the boots of Sheamus, and not the WWE Sheamus, but Samus from Metroid, who we have been following for all these years. And this time she even has a cool bike that you can use, and there are some abilities and mechanics tied to the bike driving in the game as well. It looks like Metroid is going open world, but we'll have to wait for the full game to actually find out. They are being a little tight-lipped about what exactly the game can do, but coming from Retro Studios, I'm sure we can expect some innovations in the gameplay as well as some cool gimmicks and features which take the full advantage of the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Metroid Prime 4 lands on the Switch and the Switch 2 on the 4th of December. Next up, we have Sleep Awake. Sleep Awake is an immersive first-person psychedelic horror narrative experience that explores the realm between sleep and death. This game is based in the near future where you are living in the last city on Earth, and the residents of this city are dealing with a sort of a supernatural threat that whenever someone goes to sleep, they disappear or some monster comes and takes them away, which I believe we will explore when we play the game. The important thing to note about this game is that it comes from Blumhouse Games and it is led by Corey Davis, who rose to fame with Spec Ops: The Line, and it has music from Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails. So with the sort of pedigree the developers have, expect this game to play some decent mind tricks on you while you play this. I am actually intrigued about this game because from what I've seen, it looks like there's a whole cult following going on and different people are trying different various grotesque measures to stay awake, and that looks like something interesting that I would like to delve into. Sleep Awake arrives on the PlayStations, the Xboxes and PC on the 2nd of December. Let's keep the horror train going with our next game, which is She's Leaving. This is a first-person survival horror game developed by Blue Hat Studios. They have focused on real-life practices on forensic analysts and have created mechanics that allow players to understand and uncover the truth behind the various things happening as you go through a house and different areas while exploring a missing person. The cool thing I like about this game is that you have a companion over the radio who you are talking to all the time throughout the game, and the banter between that character and your main character sounds pretty fun. Obviously expect some jump scares, but being a forensic analyst means you are not completely unarmed and can take care of yourself once you get into trouble, but it all depends on the type of trouble you end up running into during your playthrough. And funnily enough, Sleep Awake also arrives on the consoles and Windows on the 2nd of December. Next game on our list is Octopath Traveler 0, which is developed by Square Enix and Doki Doki Grooveworks, and it serves as a prequel to Octopath Traveler. Gameplay wise, this game has the same turn-based combat and battle and boost system like Octopath Traveler, but what's new this time is that you will be creating your own protagonist, and there are over 30 characters that you can recruit to your party, and you can form parties of up to 8 people this time. The story this time around is that your hometown has been destroyed by some evil forces and you set out to take revenge on them. And while doing that, you are also rebuilding your own hometown, and based on the console you are playing on, you can have up to 500 buildings in your hometown, which I believe is a lot of buildings. And also 30 recruitable different party members and characters. Sounds good. Hopefully they are not tied to binary choices when you can just pick either character for a single run, but everything else about this game looks pretty dope. If you are someone who's into Octopath Traveler games or turn-based style combat games, then maybe you should check it out. Octopath Traveler 0 arrives on all the consoles and PC on the 4th of December. Next on our list we have Terminator 2D No Fate. This game was supposed to come out last month, but it got delayed by around a month to December 12th. In Terminator 2D No Fate, you can experience the events of Terminator 2 Judgment Day brought to life through glorious pixel artwork and action-packed arcade gameplay. You can play as Sarah Connor and the T-800 and John Connor through a variety of thrilling missions as they take on the T-1000 and try to put a stop to Skynet's plan before the human race is annihilated. The cool thing about this game is that it has scenarios from the movie and some other extra scenarios added to it as well that fill out the entire lore of the Terminator universe. There are more than 15 action-packed levels and the pixel art looks really cool. Another thing to note is that this game has a no fate mode where you can actually make different choices and change the ending of the game completely. Terminator 2D hopefully finally arrives on all the consoles and PC on the 12th of December. And lastly, I have a bonus game for you, which is Neo Berlin 2087. While this game does not have a set release date, this game is announced to come out in 2025, so there is a chance it could be a shadow drop during the Game Awards. This is a third-person action game which is highly inspired by the John Wick style gun fu type of combat, and it does look really cool. However, it is being developed by a very small team, so temper your expectations accordingly. I think it is better if this game gets to spend some more time in the oven, but hey, if the developers want to release it, it's their call. So there you have it folks, all the releases in December you need to care about. I really hope this video was able to help you out about what games to buy and what your gifting budget should be this Christmas. Overall, I think December is pretty front-loaded, but it is still a bit of a slow month, so if you don't buy anything, that is also pretty cool, because let's face it, if you have been a gamer through 2025, you do have a massive backlog already waiting for you. So maybe play some old games, or if you are planning to buy some new games, let me know if I was able to cover those games for you. Let me know in the comment section what I missed out, and I will keep that in mind in the future. And also, if you're new here, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. A short disclaimer though, as you guys already know, release dates can change abruptly and without prior warning, so some of this list can be updated when you see it, and I apologize for that, but I hope you understand these are things out of my control, and that's where I'll be leaving you folks. As always, remember to like, share and subscribe, and wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay busy playing some good games.